New tonight, a former Clayton police officer is accused of spying on his neighbors. Investigators say he planted surveillance cameras to watch them as they undressed. This all happened in the St. Peter's neighborhood where the officer lived. Tonight, 5 on Your Side's Christine Byers brings us the exclusive story.
Officer John Zlatic was a 21-year veteran of the Clayton Police Department. For much of that time, he was a school resource officer at Clayton High. He resigned in December of 2019. Right around that same time, St. Peter's police began investigating whether Zlatic spied on his neighbors. One of the victims found a small surveillance camera outside their window and called police. Detectives seized the camera, which had a Wi-Fi router that could be controlled with a remote. The camera pointed into a master bedroom closet that leads into a bathroom. The victims told police it's where they get dressed. Zlatic refused to provide a DNA sample, so investigators went to the Clayton Police Department and got one from the collar of one of his uniforms still hanging in his locker. When it matched the DNA found on the camera, St. Charles County prosecutors charged Zlatic with 1 count of invasion of privacy. His attorney, Travis Noble, says there's more to the story.
On paper, the allegations against your client look pretty serious. How do you respond?
Are they going to be able to show or prove that he had anything to do with this? You know, who put the camera there? It's my understanding the neighbor found a camera sitting on the windowsill, and they jumped to the conclusion that he did it because he lives in the vicinity.
Noble said his client's DNA being on the camera doesn't prove he put it there.
You know, I've gotten to know John and his family, and he just seems like such a stand-up guy. It just seems like this would be very out of character for him to do anything like this.
The Clayton Police Department issued a statement which read, in part, "The alleged behavior by the former officer in question is unacceptable, especially for a police officer with public trust. The city of Clayton acted immediately to remove the officer from active duty." Christine Byers, 5 on Your Side.
Zlatic was issued a summons. His first court date is set for September. To learn more about the clues contained on the surveillance camera footage that led police to identify the officer, you can read Christine's full report on KSDK.com.